off a piece of paper.
Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When you start getting disrespectful, you need to get your skinny back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Look, I'm old.
What's up? I will break your neck if you ever disrespect me.
I didn't. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
By now, you guys have all heard that private recorded phone call between Kirk Franklin and his oldest son. Right now, he's facing some backlash for cursing at his son. So he came out and posted this apology here.
Many of you know I have an oldest son named Kerrion Franklin. In May, he'll be 33. For many years, we have had a toxic relationship with him as a family. We've tried for many years through counseling, through therapy, to try to rectify this private family matter. Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation, and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I'm sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording. I'm not perfect. I'm human and I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm trying to get it right. Please keep me and my family in your prayers.
And when I first heard about this, I was so angry about it. And I was inspired to do a case study on this. I know about a week ago, we talked about Benzino and his disrespectful daughter. And this week is Kirk Franklin's disrespectful son. His son is soon to be 33 years old in May. Their relationship over the years, it has not been pretty. The son claims that when he turned 18 years old, he felt like Kirk kicked him out the family. All I can say is that this is another entitled child who believes that they're owed everything from their parents. These are some spoiled kids, rich kids. They have no idea about the regular struggle of ordinary people, ordinary children, and how they grow up. Kirk Franklin, he's put a lot of time, energy, money into his son, as well as the other kids. And it's just crazy to me that a grown man, 33 years old, can be up here trying to insinuate that his dad was a deadbeat father because for whatever reason, he felt like he got cut off when he turned 18 years old. Now, it could have been because he was disrespectful. We don't know what went on, but over the years, Kirk said they've been going through counseling and everything, and it has not worked for them. You know, one thing that really bothers me is how the son recorded his father without him knowing, and then he decides to release only the part that makes him look bad. Basically, to me, it appears that he baited his father into this argument, tried to get him all riled up, just so he can get him to come out of character, and he could run to the internet and put this out here to try to make Kirk look bad in front of all of us. I absolutely hate that. That is such a low down, dirty move. Very shady, very conniving, something quite frankly I would expect out of a woman, which still wouldn't make it right. But I just did not expect this type of behavior from his son. I just didn't. His son is a manipulator, and I can clearly see why. Kirk has a problem with him. He's very disrespectful, and he's trying to take his father down. And when you think about it, if Kirk Franklin is the provider for his wife, his other children, you can say the son is trying to destroy the whole family. Because if Kirk, he loses money and opportunities, then that's going to directly impact his wife and his younger children. So I can see why Kirk is defensive. He's going to make sure that respect is maintained. When you have kids like this, older kids like this, you have to keep them away from the younger children, because before you know it, they'll start disrespecting you, and then the whole house is disrespecting you. And you can't have that. That's not how any man is going to run his household. He has to have respect from everybody. And when you have a disrespectful child like this, you cannot allow him to taint the other children and ruin the whole family, especially when they're grown already. You want to disrespect your parents? You need to hit the door and go about your business. He is not 12 years old. He's 33. Kirk's daughter tried to come out and defend her dad against her brother, and I don't believe that there's anything wrong with her intent. But the best decision that she could have made was to stay out of this. This is already a very sticky situation when it comes to parents and their children, fathers and their children, and especially fathers and their son. So it probably would have been better for her to just stay out of this. Florida rapper Plies, he had something to say about all of this when it happened, mostly because people are always comparing him to Kirk Franklin, their resemblance. He said, I gotta put my dog on the album now, for real. He sounded just like me on that phone. Hashtag ain't none of us perfect. He went on to say, that was not my dog on that phone, that was me. Hashtag I take full responsibility for those actions. Well, Plies does not have to take responsibility for Kirk Franklin's actions, because Kirk, he apologized and everything, and I believe that was the wrong move. I do not think that Kirk had anything to apologize about. He was a parent dealing with this grown 33-year-old child. As far as I'm concerned, this is their private business that his son had absolutely no business putting out there for the public. He is so wrong for that. That's why I'm going to continue to stream Kirk Franklin's music. I've been listening to him since like elementary school. So I'm not participating in any boycotting or any canceling of Kirk Franklin. It's just not happening. I support Kirk Franklin and whatever decisions he's making to keep his family together. We have to understand that this society has taught children to disrespect their families, to disrespect their parents, to shame parents for having structure in their home, shaming parents for having order in their home, and look how all of the children are turning out now. I believe that this is something that all of us need to fight against because it's ruining our communities. That's why I was happy to see that Rickey Smiley defended him. He called up Kirk Franklin, they had a conversation, and he told him that he had his back. So I'll let you guys hear a little bit of Rickey Smiley's message.
I think a lot of us go through this stuff, man, with kids, man. A lot of us out here that have tried to be a good father, you know, and we're not perfect. We're not claiming to be perfect. Only, you know, just being the best father that we could be. But, you know, Kurt is a human being, and just like any man, of any grown man, because sometimes you have a son, but when they get 30, they're a grown man that happens to be your son. And I just think it was really sad and unfortunate to record a conversation between him and his dad and put it out there like that to try to sabotage and try to destroy his image, his name, his career, everything which he have somehow at some point benefited from. I find it interesting that when people, whether it's a kid, a niece, a nephew, when they get mad about something and they're not benefiting from what you do anymore, then all of a sudden, let's try to do everything I can to destroy you or just spit on the way out. Just like a lot of us fathers, just a typical son, you know, that have had everything, have had every opportunity, just kind of come up and have a sense of entitlement. Because I'm sure you can't freaking tell me that that Kirk Franklin, who's been in this industry probably over 25 years, successful, has been a deadbeat dad. You can't tell me that. I'll put that up against anything. You can't tell me that he's been a deadbeat dad. And if we get you through high school and get you a little piece of used car when you were 16 or whatever, just to get you through high school and get you through college and pay some tuition, buy some books, get you educated, we owe you nothing. I seen Brian McKnight sons go out and try to destroy him and say what a bad father he was and this, that, and that. It's like everybody want to run to the internet and try to destroy somebody's career. I've had kids to try to destroy my image and my career. It didn't work. It don't work. Man, these grown kids ain't no joke. When I tell you the sense of entitlement is real, and I know folks out here who ain't take care of their kids and get way more respect than a lot of y'all who we have taken care of. I have taken in kids that's not even biologically mine and have received some of the same disrespect, whether it be from the kid or from the mama. I probably bought about 30 used cars my whole career. At least 30 used cars for kids, nieces, nephews, and other kids. And I promise you, it's some that don't even speak to me to this day and got a car when they were 16. I done had some put some through college, help through college when they didn't have nothing and didn't have a whole lot and needed a man figure, male figure, role model. I'd had them take me to court. I'd have had folks to steal. I'd have had some that came through the frat that don't have no relationship with, ain't did nothing to them.
So there it is. Hopefully this can help somebody out there that's dealing with the same type of situation. Support this channel by hitting up the Cash App. The link is below in the description. Ladies, fellas, if you want to hear a balanced analysis of these type of topics from a female perspective, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel, click that like button and share.